Hello, I'm Deborah Upton with RE/MAX Crest Realty. I have a special guest here today, Elizabeth McQueen, who is working with us on our series, Profiles of Success, that we hope will be helpful to those of you that are looking for ways to improve your business. Elizabeth, congratulations to you and the homeowners on the sale of this magnificent home and estate. In Metro Vancouver, it's the largest residential sale in the last 3 years. How exciting is that?
Oh my gosh, everybody is so excited about it. The sellers are excited about it. I'm excited about it. The office is excited about it. Who knew? So many people are excited about this.
One of the things you decided a number of years ago was that you were going to specialize in the luxury home market. How did you come to that decision?
Honestly, I wanted to get into those big houses. But then it became more about learning the stories of the people that owned those homes and what did they do with their lives. It's fascinating.
You also decided that you were going to use geographical marketing as a way to build your business. Can you tell us how you decided on the neighborhoods you were going to focus on?
I met David Collins with the Real Marketing Group about 9 years ago, as you know. And they had a program that systematized looking after something monthly for you, like a brochure. And they took away the time commitment that I would have had involved with that. And so I signed up for it. Took away the stress, it was easy. All these years later, I'm still doing it. Every month I personalize it a little bit, but it's something I absolutely depend on.
Well, I remember the luncheon that we ran when you got introduced to this program, and I also remember you running out halfway through, and I'm going, now where is she off to? Well, of course, I later realized you'd gone out to pick the areas that you were particularly interested in, because as it turned out, that luncheon was very successful. The people there were by invitation, and they saw the same thing you saw. A good program, good on you for having moved as quickly as you did.
Thank you. What I actually did at that point was I chose what I thought were the top 5 buildings in the city, because I recognized that Vancouver was becoming more of a vertical city. So that's what I wanted to focus on. And from there, I've just continued to grow it.
Well, your marketing materials are really very, very specific, and they are engaging. What is it about them that causes sellers to call you and also works for you in your listing presentations?
Well, thank you for that. I have to tell you that before I go to the mailbox on a particular day, I know that my monthly marketing has arrived because my phone starts ringing and it's got people I've never met asking me to come and give them a market evaluation. It doesn't get a lot better than that. So that's the number one thing that I would recommend. And the other one is that I took some time and I created a personal brochure. So not only does it talk about me, of course, but it also breaks down what the actual selling process is, the buying process. And then when you leave that with a client, they're able to revert back to it and cover off a number of the questions that they probably would have. But it also gives me an opportunity to showcase some of the other properties that I've worked with. Because the number one question that will be asked when you're in the luxury business is, have you sold anything like this before? What price point have you worked in before? And when you look at my brochure, absolutely with confidence I can say, I've been here before. I completely understand your needs.
We don't get to success by ourselves. Can you tell us a little bit about the team that has really been significantly important to your success?
With pleasure. In the industry, I'm considered a single agent, which means no team. But as we all know, you cannot get to any level of success without key people around you. And I've surrounded myself with people that in some areas have been with me since the beginning of my business. For example, I use only Karen Gibbard with the Gibbard Group, and she handles all the mortgages. I use Richard Bell with Bell Alliance. He handles all of the conveyancing and the legal aspect of closing on properties. These two individuals and their businesses keep me on track. So when I'm working on a project or a contract that gets a little bit sticky, I know they have my back. I know that if something is going sideways, they can fix it. If they can't fix it, it's not doable. Nobody can fix it. So it's really important for me to have somebody like that looking after me. The other people that I am very happy to work with is, I've already mentioned David Collins and his group at Real Marketing. They handle all of my marketing, but they also handle all of the brochures, everything to do with my marketing, because it keeps the consistency and the quality of it and what it looks like, and that allows me to keep my branding on point. And then of course, there's yourself and Remax, who have been with me for these past 31 years. And I cannot tell you how much the name and the brand worldwide, how important that is. The opportunity that I've had to meet people around the globe, create relationships with, to create connections and referrals through, means everything to me and the brand itself. So for that, I thank you.
It's just been such a pleasure working with you as well. I know the discipline that it takes to get where you're at right now, and I so appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity to work with you. It's just a ton of fun, and I would like you to know that. Do you want to add anything right now in terms of a piece of advice to someone that is looking to work in the luxury home market?
I would suggest that they focus on consistency. Consistency on every level, but more importantly, consistency on your marketing. Whether it's a fast-paced market, a slow market, or as we've seen in the past, a market that has come to a standstill. You have to keep your marketing going. Your potential client out there needs to know that you're always there, that they can reach out to you at any time because your piece of information came through. So I think that would be the number one thing that would be important. You need to be able to focus on that and promise yourself to that. But if I could add one more tidbit, there was something that was shared with me many years ago, and that was to not put all your eggs in the same basket. And by that he meant, there are different levels in the real estate business. There's the luxury side, and then your what he called bread and butter side, that your daily things. He said you cannot just focus on one without the other. So keep your database strong on both sides of that, because when the market shifts, as it does, it's uncommon for both of them to shift at the same time. So focusing on that will give you consistency for keeping your sales at a consistent level.
Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for being our special guest today on this Remax Crest Realty Profile of Success.
Thank you.
And
are we good? Yes.
Assuming we're good.
All right. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
That was good.
It was.